Let me ask you something gently. Do your knees feel stiff when you wake up in the morning? Do your fingers feel tight, almost like they've hardened overnight? And does every step down the stairs remind you that your joints just don't feel right anymore? If so, you're not alone. This isn't simply about getting older. It's a quiet, daily struggle. With pain, with swelling. And with the frustration that comes when simple tasks start to feel difficult. Tying your shoes. Opening a jar. Standing up from a chair. And there's something many people hesitate to talk about. A lot of common solutions only offer temporary relief. They may dull the pain for a while. But they don't truly heal what's happening inside the joints. Over time, they can even leave you feeling more tired, more uncomfortable, or discouraged. But today, I want to share a different perspective. Because sometimes relief doesn't begin with another pill or injection. Sometimes, real healing starts much more simply. With what you place on your spoon each day. There's one food that's simple, affordable, and often sitting quietly in your fridge. Yet many people underestimate just how powerful it can be for joint health. Yogurt. Yes, really. Not the sugar-loaded dessert cups. But the right kind of yogurt. When chosen carefully, yogurt is rich in live cultures, supportive fats, and natural compounds that help calm inflammation inside the body. And inflammation, as you may know, is one of the main drivers of joint pain, stiffness, and reduced mobility. What makes yogurt special is how gently it works. It supports the gut, which plays a key role in inflammation control. It helps nourish the joints from the inside. And over time, it may help your body respond better to daily movement and repair. Today, we're going to look at 3 specific types of yogurt that can support joint comfort and long-term mobility. Not by masking pain, but by helping address the inflammation behind it. Because arthritis may slow you down, but it doesn't have to define how you live. And sometimes, something as simple as what you eat, even a spoonful of the right yogurt, can become a quiet turning point for your joints. Let's take a closer look. Let's start with one of the most misunderstood, yet most supportive, choices for joint health. Plain, whole milk yogurt with live cultures. For many years, we were told to avoid full-fat dairy. Fat was labeled as the problem. So light and low-fat options became the default. But when it comes to joint comfort and long-term mobility, that advice hasn't always worked in our favor. Not all fats are harmful. In fact, some healthy fats are essential, especially as the body ages. Whole milk yogurt naturally contains fats that help your body absorb important nutrients, including vitamin D and vitamin K2. These two work together to support strong bones, which directly reduces stress on the joints. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium. Vitamin K2 helps guide that calcium into the bones, where it belongs. Without this balance, bones can weaken. And extra pressure is placed on already sensitive joints. This is where many people unknowingly struggle. They choose low-fat, sweetened yogurts that offer very little real support. The body gets calories, but not the nourishment it needs to rebuild and protect. When you choose plain, unsweetened, whole milk yogurt with live cultures, you're giving your body a very different signal. You're supporting absorption, repair, and gentle protection. Not by forcing change, but by feeding your joints what they truly need. Let's pause for a moment and talk about those live cultures found in yogurt. You've probably seen the words, "contains live and active cultures," on the label. But many people aren't sure what that really means, or why it matters for joint comfort. Those live cultures are probiotics. Friendly bacteria that help keep your digestive system balanced and supported. And your gut, surprisingly, plays a much bigger role in joint health than most people realize. When the gut is out of balance, when there are fewer helpful bacteria and more harmful ones, the digestive lining can become irritated and weakened. This may allow unwanted substances to pass into the bloodstream, which signals the immune system to stay on high alert. Over time, that constant immune response can increase overall inflammation in the body. And inflammation doesn't always stay in one place. It often settles in areas that are already vulnerable, like the joints. This is why supporting the gut can make such a difference. When digestion is calmer and more balanced, the body is better able to regulate inflammation naturally, instead of constantly reacting to it. Whole milk yogurt with live cultures helps nourish that balance. It gently supports digestion, encourages a healthier immune response, and helps quiet the low-level inflammation that contributes to joint stiffness and discomfort. It's not about quick fixes. It's about helping the body feel more supported, starting from the inside. And the benefits don't stop there. Whole milk yogurt can also quietly support healthy weight balance. And that matters more for the joints than many people realize. Every extra pound of body weight places added pressure on the knees. Even small changes can make a noticeable difference in how the joints feel day to day. This isn't about strict dieting or depriving yourself. It's about feeling satisfied. The natural fats and protein in whole milk yogurt help you feel full for longer. They reduce sudden cravings and make it easier to eat with intention rather than out of habit. When appetite feels steadier, people often feel more in control, not just of eating, but of their overall health. Many have noticed that once digestion feels calmer and meals feel more satisfying, movement becomes easier too. Less bloating, less stiffness, a little more comfort returning, week by week. That's the quiet strength of. Before we move on, here are a few gentle tips. When shopping, look for yogurt labeled plain, whole milk, and contains live and active cultures. Some containers may also list specific strains, which are commonly used to support digestion and immune balance. Try to avoid yogurts with fruit at the bottom, added thickeners, or artificial sweeteners. They may taste appealing at first, but they don't offer the same long-term support for inflammation or gut comfort. If you're sensitive to dairy, start slowly. 1 spoonful at first. Then gradually increase. Many people find yogurt easier to tolerate than milk, thanks to the fermentation process and the natural bacteria it contains. So if your joints have been asking for relief, and if you've tried many things that left you feeling more tired than supported, it may be worth returning to something simple. Because sometimes relief doesn't come from a prescription bottle. Sometimes, it begins right in your refrigerator, with a small, steady choice that helps your body feel nourished again. And if dairy has never felt right for you, if it leaves you feeling bloated, heavy, or uncomfortable, there's no need to worry. You still have gentle, supportive options. Not everyone tolerates dairy well, and that's completely okay. Whether it's lactose sensitivity, digestion issues, or simply the way your body responds, many people experience the same thing. That's why plant-based yogurts have become such an important part of conversations around joint comfort and inflammation support. This isn't about avoiding dairy for the sake of it. It's about choosing foods that feel soothing, support digestion, and help calm inflammation, without causing discomfort. The good news is that plant-based yogurts have improved greatly over the years. They're no longer thin or flavorless. Today, when chosen carefully, you can find creamy, nourishing options, made from almonds, coconuts, cashews, and other plant sources, each offering its own gentle benefits. What matters most is the presence of live probiotic cultures. Just like with traditional yogurt, these friendly bacteria do much of the real work. They help support a balanced gut environment, which in turn helps regulate inflammation throughout the body. When digestion feels steadier, Many people notice less swelling, less stiffness, and a greater sense of ease in daily movement. It's a simple connection, but a powerful one. When the gut is supported, the joints often feel the difference. If you're still deciding which plant-based option feels right, let's look at 3 that stand out for gentle joint support. Coconut yogurt is naturally rich and creamy. It contains medium-chain fats, often called MCTs, which the body can use efficiently for energy. Unsweetened coconut yogurt is often easier to digest and may help support a calmer inflammatory response. Almond yogurt is lighter and smooth, and it provides vitamin E, an antioxidant that helps protect cells from daily stress. This kind of support matters because ongoing cellular stress can quietly contribute to joint discomfort over time. Cashew yogurt is especially creamy and offers a small but meaningful amount of magnesium. Magnesium supports muscle relaxation, bone strength, and plays a role in keeping inflammation in balance. That said, not every plant-based yogurt supports joint health. Many flavored varieties, even those marketed as healthy, contain added sugars, artificial thickeners, and stabilizers. These ingredients can work against your goals by encouraging inflammation rather than calming it. When choosing a plant-based yogurt, take a moment to read the label. Look for options that are unsweetened or lightly sweetened, and clearly state contains live and active cultures. Some are also fortified with calcium and vitamin D, which can be a helpful bonus for bone support. And above all, keep it simple. If the ingredient list feels long or overly complicated, it may not be the best choice for your body. Sometimes, the most supportive foods are the ones that are closest to their natural form. So how can you enjoy plant-based yogurt in a way that truly supports healing? It doesn't need to be complicated. You can top it with chia seeds, flax seeds, or pumpkin seeds, which add gentle fiber, natural omega-3s, and gut-friendly support. A small handful of berries can bring extra antioxidants, while a spoonful of almond or walnut butter adds creaminess and nourishment. Some people even enjoy plant-based yogurt as a savory option, stirred into roasted vegetables, or used as a base for a simple, creamy salad dressing. What matters most here isn't perfection. It's consistency. Even a few spoonfuls a few times a week can begin to support the gut. And when the gut feels calmer, that shift often shows up as less discomfort, better digestion, and easier movement. If you're still unsure, let me share a gentle example. A man in his early 70s had given up on yogurt complete because dairy didn't agree with him. He started using unsweetened almond yogurt with live cultures just a few times a week. After about a month, he noticed something simple but meaningful. His knees felt quieter, and daily movement felt less frustrating. That's the power of giving your body food it can actually use. So if dairy hasn't worked for you, don't walk away from the benefits altogether. Sometimes the right version makes all the difference. Now let's look at another option. One you've probably seen many times, and may even have in your fridge already. Greek yogurt. It's often thought of as just another health trend. But for aging joints, it can be one of the most supportive choices available. What sets Greek yogurt apart is its protein content. It typically contains nearly twice the protein of regular yogurt. And that matters more than most people realize. As we age, muscle naturally declines, especially when joint discomfort limits movement. Less muscle means less support around the joints, which can lead to more strain and stiffness. Protein helps interrupt that cycle. It gives muscles what they need to stay strong, so they can better support and protect the joints. So with each spoonful of Greek yogurt, you're not just having a snack. You're helping your body maintain strength, stability, and confidence in movement. One simple choice at a time. Greek yogurt isn't just about protein, it's also packed with probiotics, those friendly bacteria that support your gut and help reduce inflammation from the inside out. A calmer, balanced gut can lead to a gentler immune response, which often means fewer flare-ups, less stiffness, and more ease in movement. Because it's strained, Greek yogurt has less sugar and fewer carbs than many other yogurts. That's important, because excess sugar can feed harmful gut bacteria, raise blood sugar, and trigger inflammation that may worsen joint discomfort. Choosing plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt helps you nourish your body without adding extra stress. It's about feeding your body, not your pain. Greek yogurt is also rich in calcium, magnesium, and sometimes vitamin D, if fortified. These nutrients are essential for strong bones and stable joints. Strong bones take pressure off the joints, making movement easier and more comfortable. Even small changes can make a difference. For example, someone in their 70s added just half a cup of plain Greek yogurt to breakfast each day. Within a few weeks, they noticed less stiffness and more freedom in daily movement. Simple, consistent choices can create gentle, meaningful progress. Making Greek yogurt part of your day is flexible and easy. Enjoy it at breakfast with berries, chia, or walnuts. Blend it into smoothies or stir into oatmeal. Use it as a creamy base for dips or dressings. Swap it in for sour cream or mayonnaise in recipes for a lighter, healthier option. When choosing yogurt, look for plain, unsweetened, and live-active cultures. Skip added sugars, artificial flavors, or thickeners, they can work against your joint support goals. Worried about the tangy taste? You're not alone. Try a drizzle of raw honey or a few slices of banana at first. Over time, your body, and your taste buds, may start craving it naturally. Greek yogurt isn't a miracle, but it's a simple, steady source of support. It provides muscle-building protein, gut-healing probiotics, bone-strengthening minerals, very little sugar. Even one small addition each day can make a noticeable difference in movement, comfort, and confidence. Next, we'll bring it all together, from whole milk to plant-based to Greek yogurt, and explore how to use these foods in a way that fits your life, your schedule, and your healing journey. Now that you know what to eat, let's talk about how to actually make it part of your daily life. Information alone doesn't create change, habits do. For many people, the hardest part isn't knowing what's good for them. It's creating a habit. For many people, the hardest part isn't knowing what's good for them. It's creating a habit that feels doable, consistent, and gentle, without feeling like a burden. The beauty of yogurt is that it's simple. No complicated recipes, no drastic changes. It works best when you keep it simple and consistent. Pick a window in your day that already exists. Breakfast, a midday snack, or a light evening bite. Instead of skipping a meal or grabbing something processed. Choose yogurt that supports your gut and your joints. Mornings, if stiffness or slowness makes waking up hard, start with a small bowl of plain yogurt with a few berries or seeds. It's easy on the stomach and helps get your gut and joints moving. Evenings, if digestion is your focus, have yogurt as your last bite. The probiotics continue working overnight, helping your body absorb nutrients and calm inflammation naturally. Don't worry about perfection. Some days you'll forget. Some days you'll grab something else. That's life. What matters is coming back without guilt, keeping the habit gentle, steady, and achievable. Even just a few spoonfuls, a few times a week, can start to shift digestion, calm inflammation, and make movement easier. Over time, yogurt stops feeling like a health trick and becomes something your body truly enjoys, not just for taste, but for how it makes you feel. You don't need a long list of supplements or a complicated diet plan. All you need is one small, consistent ritual that tells your body, I am choosing support today. Repeated daily, that small message adds up to real change, one spoonful at a time. Which yogurt should you choose? That depends on your body, your goals, and how you feel after eating. Whole milk yogurt with live cultures, ideal if your joints need stability and bone support. It's rich, nourishing, and supports both bones and gut health. Plant-based yogurt, almond, coconut, or cashew, gentle on digestion, anti-inflammatory, and perfect if dairy doesn't sit well with you. Plain Greek yogurt, protein-packed, probiotic-rich, and great for strength, gut support, and weight management, all in one. It's designed to work with your body, not against it. Choosing the right yogurt is about listening to your body and creating a routine that feels supportive, simple, and sustainable. There's no one-size-fits-all solution, but the right yogurt, the one that fits your body and your needs, can become one of the simplest, most effective tools in your healing routine. This isn't about strict diets or restriction. It's about support for your joints, support for your gut, and support for the version of you that is still strong, still moving, and still choosing health, one small bite at a time. If you've stayed with this video until the end, I want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for being open to something simple, and for trusting your body's natural ability to heal and adapt, no matter your age. Small, consistent choices, one spoonful at a time, can create real, meaningful change. You are not alone. You are not broken. You are fully capable of supporting your body, gently and steadily, every day. Take a moment, choose what feels right for you, and let that choice become a simple, nurturing habit. Healing doesn't have to be complicated, it starts one spoonful at a time.